A frightening revelation has come to the surface in regards to what we saw in Ireland recently. The state had to call in police forces to put down the Irish people because they were protesting and causing a ruckus about an asylum centre being placed in a small town. Now, the rhetoric that has been circulating since this event is that these people from the town, these Newtown Mount Kennedy people, have been agitated by people from England, from the far right in England, trying to get them to rise up and cause problems in Ireland and destabilise Ireland. And these people have committed a heresy, a high crime, because they've attacked the dutiful police forces. These are our servants of the state. These are the best men and women in the country who stand up and put on the uniform, work for quite modest wages in order to maintain order and maintain security in this country. And you know what? Fair enough. Let's bring this type of rhetoric onto the table. It is a treasonous, traitor betrayal of the Irish people and the Irish nation to be aggressive, to be nasty, to be belligerent towards our police forces. How dare you do that to an Irishman in uniform serving the country? That's wrong. How dare you do that against the Irish people, against the Irish state, against the Irish security forces? That's pure criminal behaviour. These people from Newtown Mount Kennedy, they're traitors against Ireland. Yes, let's go with this. Now, the problem here, my friends, is some very damning information has come to light. A lot of people in these protests noticed that the riot police spraying them with pepper spray did not have Irish accents. A lot of them had British accents. Now, I don't like blaming the British for everything. That can become a bit of a scapegoat, but this experience of hearing a man in armed uniform carrying a shield and weaponry spraying Irish people, innocent people I guess you could say, just protesting for their rights, for permission not to have people moved into their town against their will, not having colonists and planters come into their town, that's going to arouse blood memories. When you start hearing a British accent come out of these people, that's a bit of a suspicious thing. And you know what? Lo and behold, some people went digging and they found this old interview from a gentleman reading about a policy change for the Garda Síochána, the police force in Ireland, that went into place recently.
I'm told also a couple of major changes have been made. All recruitment was previously done by the Public Appointments Service. Worked very well. They gave it to a non-EU UK firm to do the recruitment, and at a cost of 4 million, and it's been a disaster.
Sorry, recruitment of our Gardaí has been outsourced?
Absolutely. The competitions to join the Gardaí is no longer done through the Public Appointments Commission.
And to a UK firm, not even an EU competition,
correct,
but an outside the EU firm is in charge of that.
So it seems like the Irish state has done something, dare I say, treacherous. We Irish used to run our own recruitment centres for our police forces. We used to take responsibility of being an independent nation by doing that ourselves. That was the whole point of our revolution, that we get to control these types of operations. But our Irish state that's so concerned with duty and honour and treason and betrayal and the sins against the Irish nation, they have chosen to outsource this crucial part of our security infrastructure, our police force, to a British company. And now the Irish people who constitute this nation, who are what this state is supposed to represent, it's supposed to represent our Irish interests and these people's interests. These people go and complain about the fact that they don't want to see their town transformed into something that's outside of their control. They don't want to have plantations imposed against their will. All of a sudden, they're finding themselves getting stomped on by men in armed suits with weapons and British accents. Now, I'm not here saying we should all get black beanie hats and start cutting out the eyes. I'm not saying they're back, and we're in trouble now once again. But it is important to point this out. This is an incredibly irresponsible behaviour by the state. And we are essentially getting gaslit to the highest order, getting called traitors or saying that we're against the Irish people or we're attacking our own institutions. It's like these people who man these institutions aren't even Irish. Now, that's a serious problem. And you have to start to question the intentions of the regime. Why are you bringing in foreign mercenaries to enforce foreign plantations in Ireland against the will of the native people? What exactly are your intentions here? Just be honest about it. Then we can have a discussion like we're supposed to in a democracy. Isn't this how this whole thing works? But look, I don't think we're going to get any straight answers anytime soon. All I can say is that something is rotten in the state of Denmark. And it's important for you to stay observant and bring this type of foul play and hypocrisy to people's attention.